Hey guys, what's up? My name is Erica from Airy Kindly and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a Bachelor in Paradise recap with my thoughts and reactions to what occurred Monday night. If you wanted to check out my Bachelorette finale recap where I discussed how Rachel picked Bryan over Peter and all of that jazz, then check it out right here. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. Turn on the little post notification bell so you'll get notified each time that I post a new video. Please thumbs up this video and comment your own thoughts and reactions because I'd be very interested in hearing what you have to say. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So all the remaining couples have to make a decision. They either leave hand in hand as a couple, they can leave separately, so breaking it all off, or they can stay in paradise. The first couple that is discussed is Jack and Kristen. So Jack Stone with Kristen, aka Scallop Fingers, and Scallop Fingers was actually a nickname that Alexis called her and it kind of stuck to her. So Scallop Fingers because Kristen loves scallops a lot. She loves it so much that she used her fingers to eat scallops, and she put her hand across the shoulder of Alexis, so that's how she got her nickname Scallop Fingers. Jack is very optimistic. He wants to leave hand in hand as a couple with Kristen. He sees a future with Kristen, and he said that he sees himself actually marrying her one day. While she is not on the same page, she said that she just wants to be friends. We leave paradise as friends, and that catches him off guard so much because he thought that they were on the same page. That's actually a very awkward situation, kind of sad. I feel sad for him, but that's what it is. I felt that she didn't really give him signs that she only wanted a friendship because they were interclasping fingers at one point, and that's unfortunate, but that was what happened. So Jack left in the limo and she was just, this is the montage at the end of what happened. So she was in the ocean just like the Scallop Fingers that she is, I guess. So that's what happened with the first couple. The next couple is Adam and Raven. On the Bachelor in Paradise tell-all, Adam actually met Raven's parents, which is a big deal. So I feel like this relationship has a lot of potential to work because they seem to have very good communication and they're on the same page in terms of what they want, what they can visualize for their future. So they are both business owners, and Raven is in Arkansas while Adam is in Texas. It could be challenging, definitely, because they be in a long distance relationship, so communication is key. But what they do have is flexibility in their work schedule, so they can take a few weeks off to see each other. I feel like this couple is very compatible. They definitely can work in the real world. So let's see what happens. What is Bachelor in Paradise without a love triangle? So we have Dean, who is in the midst of it all, the guy, and we have the two ladies, DLo and Kristina. So Kristina and Dean were one of the first few to arrive in Mexico. Kristina had a crush on him, so she admitted that she had some interest in getting to know him. So they do start a relationship in paradise. They can relate on a lot of levels, like a perfect match, right? So they get along very well in the Bachelor in Paradise world, but then production comes to a halt. After production halted, they actually spent a lot of time together. So Dean actually went to visit her and they spent a few weeks together. It was a very good time and it seemed like things were going in the right direction. But then post-production, they all came back into the Bachelor in Paradise world and he seemed very distant towards her. So communication lessened between them, and she still has feelings for him at this point. So she still likes him and she can see the potential that they have with each other while he is distancing himself. He seems like he has a guard up because of the kind of losses that he has faced and his relationship with Rachel in the past. So what happens is that it kind of subsides and submerges and it just gets kind of awkward between them, especially when DLo comes into the picture. So DLo, aka Danielle, is a very attractive person. Danielle comes in and he gets to take her out on a date because she asks him and he says yes. This makes Kristina so upset she cries a lot. So Kristina and Dean have a thing going on, and all this time Kristina hasn't given up on Dean. She still thinks that there's something there. At this point, it seems like Dean is stringing along Kristina as well, because he knows that there's security in that relationship with her, but there's this fun and flirty side with DLo that he doesn't see, so he can see the positives in both people. This love triangle goes on for a while, and Kristina is just very fed up with all of this, because when is this other woman going to go away, and when is Dean going to choose me? Danielle is also the same way. She's also like, you know, Kristina, that was the past, you know, I'm here. Kristina gets to a point where she cannot take it anymore, and she leaves Paradise saying that she deserves better. She should be with someone who feels the same way, who loves her as much as she loves them, who will be there for her, and she will not lower her standards for anyone like Dean. Dean thinks on this, and he cannot forget about Kristina. He says that she is such a pure person, such a beautiful person, and she deserves better. She is amazing. So he has a lot of doubts, and he feels like he made the wrong decision staying with DLo. So when the time comes for them to choose what happens, Danielle is like very happy. She's like, I'm so looking forward to leaving Bachelor in Paradise with Dean as a couple, seeing where that goes, while Dean is still thinking about Kristina in the back of his mind, regretting his decision. Danielle and Dean leave separately. In the tell-all, it seems like he has learned from his mistakes, and he knows that that is one of his biggest regrets in life, and he's going to take this knowledge and information into his next relationship, learning from his mistakes. So for that, I applaud him. I know that Dean is getting a lot of hate for the way that he has treated these women, but I think that he just wasn't in the right mindset, and he is still a little bit hung up on Rachel, in my opinion. So he has his guard up, and he's indecisive and doesn't know what to do, doesn't know what is the right thing to do. So that's what happens. None of these relationships with either Kristina or DLo is going forward with Dean. Comment below your thoughts about the love triangle. I'm definitely interested in what you have to say about it. So we have Dom and Diggy as the next couple. Dom really likes Diggy, and she wants to pursue that in the real world. But Diggy doesn't see that with her, so he breaks up with her, and instead he pursues a relationship with Jamie. What happens is Jamie rejects Diggy and says we should be friends. So this is a very funny situation, not going to lie. Diggy could have chosen Dominique, but he chose Jamie, and Jamie rejected him. So that's what happens. Next, we have Robbie and Amanda. Robbie is very interested in Amanda. He sees a future with her in the real world, and he wants to pursue that. But Amanda cannot seem to let go of what happened to her in last season when she got engaged to Josh and it didn't work out. So she is very cautious about trying this in the real world. So they break up, and it's very devastating to Robbie because he really did see something special with Amanda. He seems like he's a very nice guy, and it doesn't work out. So they leave separately, but in the tell-all, we see that they did try out having a relationship in the real world, and it didn't work out. Amanda is probably done with the Bachelor in Paradise franchise. She's been on it twice now, and she hasn't found love. Poor Robbie. Robbie seems to be someone that really wants love, and he's not getting that. Hopefully he can find someone. Bryan and Mario are next in the hot seat, and they clear the air. They are on okay terms, they get along, they have put the past behind them, and they are cordial with each other. It's unfortunate that that happened, but they are putting that in the past, and they are moving on with their lives. They want their families to be okay, their friends to be okay. They want themselves to be refreshed from the situation. Lacey and Daniel are the ones that don't make it after post-show. So Lacey and Daniel is only on the show for fame, for attention, for getting his name out there, while Lacey really wants to pursue something with Daniel. They've been friends for a while. They were at Vinny's birthday party, and they've known each other for a year. And she actually says, I'm falling in love with you, and he says something along the lines of like, me too. So when they meet at the tell-all, she is very frustrated with him. She's like, why did you lie to me? Why did you say that you also were falling in love with me? The Canadian bacon, as they call him, he's from Canada. He got caught in his lies, and there's nothing going on between them. It's just awkward and uncomfortable. Finally, we have Taylor and Derek. Taylor and Derek, in the beginning of the show, they seemed like they were just friends. Derek called Taylor kiddo. Kiddo is not something that you want to say to your future fiance, but they got to know each other more and more, and in Bachelor in Paradise they became the stable couple, the secure couple, and everyone knows that, you know, back off of both of them, they are taken. So they spend a lot of time together. Even during the halt of the show, that's when they spent a lot of time together, not meeting in person, but what I mean is that they would FaceTime each other within hours and hours and hours and hours of the day. So they really got to know each other. So when they were offered the opportunity to come back to Paradise, they just left off where they were. So they just continued to strengthen their relationship and get to know each other, what their quirks were. They even said, and this is what Derek said, that they were past the honeymoon stage. So they really got the chance to know each other and think about what they wanted to do in each other's lives. In the tell-all, they say they're very happy together, and there is a big surprise. So Derek says, isn't Taylor beautiful? And he tells the audience, like, isn't she beautiful? And everyone claps, right? Then he takes her hand and they go to the stage standing up. He says a lot of sweet things to her. He's like, you make me so happy. I want to spend every day, every hour, every minute, all of that time with you. Derek is shaking like a leaf. Taylor has tears streaming down her face because I know she knows what's going to happen when he gets down on that knee and asks Taylor to make him the happiest man alive, and he proposes to her. She says yes. Everyone in the audience is shocked. I think they're shocked. They're surprised, definitely in a positive way, and the cast have tears streaming down their face. They're bawling as well because they saw this love story unfold from the beginning. Perfect ending to a Bachelor in Paradise show. Tears, a lot of devastation, heartbreak, but there is a lot of love and a lot of light and new friendships that have developed that will continue forever. So I feel like this was a great season. Wonderful results. I'm happy for Derek and Taylor and Raven and Adam. I wish them nothing but the best, happy. And remember always that communication is key. I feel like those two couples have that and they know what they want out of their relationship. Just keep that going. Be open and honest with each other and you'll be on a good path, and never lose that passion that you have towards each other. If you don't have that, you can work towards it, because loving someone and keeping that relationship strong, it takes work. It shouldn't be a walk in the park. If it is walking in the park, good for you. You know, kudos to you. But making a relationship work is work in itself. So just keep that in mind. And I wish you nothing but the best. Love, light, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!